I kindly ask you to help me welcome to the stage. Where is Jessica? Jessica, Sarah. You can start walking to the stage. Benji, Luca, Dr. Jane Larson, Mr. Francis Bizoza, Miss Asha Moffat, and Miss Wenjing Wang. Please join me.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Fan, a grade 6 student from Western Academy of Beijing, and I'm eager to learn more about social responsible leadership. This is such an important and complex topic. Before we start deeper into it, can I kindly ask all of our panelists to introduce yourselves? And can you please say one word or sentence that comes to your mind when the topic of socially responsible leadership is mentioned?
I'm Benji. I'm from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I've been at WAB here in Beijing for just over 3 years now. I'm in grade 12 this year, so quickly off to university and excited for what the future holds. And when I think of socially responsible leadership, I always think back to a time in my youth when I learned about the Māori concept of manakitanga, or guardianship. And I think that's the most core value when it comes to being a socially responsible leader.
My name is Luca Ping. I'm a grade 8 student, and this is my 6th year at WAB. And one word that comes to my mind when socially responsible leadership is mentioned is the word service. To me, socially responsible leadership is all about serving the others around you and promoting positive change.
I'm Sarah Kim. I'm from Korea, and this is my 4th year, and I'm graduating this year, so grade 12. And when I heard the word socially responsible leadership, the one word that comes to my mind is representation, because when you work as a leader, you often represent more bigger community that you're part of it, and by knowing the fact you're representation of some bigger community, it really think more and try and help you to act and behave more responsible for your leadership, I think.
Hello, my name is Asha Moffat, and I'm a lot of things, but in this context, I'm a 3-year WAB parent. When I think of socially responsible leadership, I think of the word action. And I think about how it's about us not just talking about it, but it's about us being about it, and how we can take our beliefs and values and bring them together to move forward in a meaningful way.
Hi everybody, my name is Wenjing Wang Wenjing. I'm the China Studies Director at WAB. When I think about socially responsible leadership, I'm thinking, think beyond the present to shape a better future.
Good morning, my name is Francis, and I'm the African traveling teacher. I come from Uganda. Thank you so much. When I joined uni, I did not want to be a teacher, but 2 semesters into my course, my lecturer inspired me to be a teacher because I had taken teaching as a cheap course. And when she came in class teaching using technology, I fell in love with teaching, and I said to myself that if I want to be a teacher, I want to be a teacher like my lecturer who uses technology to teach. When I think of social responsible leadership, I would define it for me as taking initiative. Thank you so much, WAB, for challenging me. When Miss Angie Cloch reached out to me, wanting me to speak to grade 9 and 8 students around 2022 about infrastructure in Africa, I realized that I don't know about Africa. And from that time, I took initiative to travel across the continent, tell stories of inspiring teachers, and get evidence and facts about Africa so that I can speak about Africa confidently. And that's why I'm here today. Thank you so much.
Social responsible leadership, the first thing that comes to my mind is actually hope. But hope, not that as that kind of just, optimistic feeling without grounding, but hope in belief that every little counts. So everything that we do in our daily lives might have an impact, a positive impact somewhere, on someone, on something, and do some good for a greater world than our small microcosm.
I'm Jane Larson, the Council of International Schools. I'm the executive director. I've been at CIS for 15 years. And when I think about socially responsible leadership, the word that comes to mind is community. And the fact that what that looks like to be socially responsible will look different depending on the community you serve and their needs.
I think socially responsible leadership in our school is it's very various. However, one of my favorite one is student lead club, and like our school club's name is student lead club, not like teachers leading, but it is led by a student. I think it's really give us two opportunity to like expose ourselves for a more broader and wider society. I can share one of my personal experience, which is related to a cultural canvas. Cultural Canvas is basically a project that you just mentioned, collaboration work between African traveling teacher, Mr. Francis, and our student lead club, Art for Alignment. And as a one of like the leadership member, throughout the process, our school committee encouraged not only us to like success this project, but also encouraged us to like a growth from this kind of from the challenge and obstacle that we faced throughout the process. I think those kind of environment really helped us to grow as more socially responsible leader.
In my perspective, socially responsible leadership isn't found just within WAB. I think WAB demonstrates socially responsible leadership. And WAB does this through hosting many different activities and events that take place annually. For instance, because Ms. Wang Wenjing is here, WAB is continuously supporting Mingde Primary School in the Shanxi province. And this is just an example, a very visual example of WAB stepping up and supporting the community around it.
We're going to just leave and start the conversation then. I hope that was useful with a collective question. What is the most important purpose of international education, Marta?
Can I turn it over to you, Francis?
Well, to me, the importance of international education comes down to bridging global and local realities. When I was challenged by WAB to talk about infrastructure in Africa to students here at WAB, this is when this reality started coming. And also I want us to take it back to being globally informed to be able to solve local problems, or leveraging global knowledge to solve problems or challenges in our communities. So to me, international education should be able to equip educators and students with knowledge and skills that is globally informed to be able to leverage that knowledge to solve or to innovate, to inspire solutions for day-to-day challenges that we go through in our communities. International education is supposed to equip us with this knowledge, with these skills that help us to bridge the gaps between global and local realities so that we forge a future ahead that is inclusive, that is socially inclusive for everyone in their respective capacities. So I wanted to be the bridge between the students, for example, in Africa, the teachers in Africa, with teachers in the other continents. And we started a project between WAB and a community school. I connected them in Uganda. And these students came out with a project, art project, leveraging their art skills to teach each other about their cultural backgrounds, about their cultural values. And you can't imagine what has come out of this project, this art project. So those of you who will be here in the afternoon will have a session to tear down this project, but students at WAB privileged their skills in art. They did art pieces that they auctioned and then sold them and raised money that they sent to me, bought tablets to this local school in Uganda. And these students in the local school in Uganda had never touched an ICT gadget. Yet they had computer technology as a compulsory subject in the curriculum. And they have never touched any IT gadget, and they only studied ICT as in theory. So I took down these tablets, and then the students delivered a session on how they can use them. And then they went ahead to also do art pieces that talk to the culture of Uganda, and then recorded the videos and shared them on a platform called Colibri that does not require internet for them to access. So both groups, both students from the different countries, have been able to learn about culture on the other side, and you can't imagine how the children now in Uganda are really so inspired and are passionate about going to school and learning more, because they have received inspiration from the WAB students that you can be change, you can create change, you can leverage your skills to teach other people. To me, I feel this is what makes sense for international education. Bridging global knowledge, bridging global realities with local realities. I don't know if I've done justice to this.
I think you've really done justice to, what the concept of international education could be. I'll just say a few words and narrowing a bit this concept to the purpose of international schools, because us educators in international schools, we work in privileged context. We teach students who are privileged, and I'm not taking that word with a negative connotation at all, but our students are better positions, because of their social status, better positions to do positive things in the world. They are in excellent educational contexts where they develop deep knowledge about areas of passion. They are equipped with social-emotional skills. We try to help them develop the right type of values. And I really, really hope that, that international schools such as WAB and international schools as, those that many of here in the audience work in, will really continue and help students, instill in students those values, where they will go out and do good, make the world good for themselves and good for the others. And I trust that many students in our schools are doing exactly like that.